Le carrière, il courait beaucoup.
Not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. Just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
Okay, running back, okay.
The second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Broncos are in the hurry-up. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got his man downfield. There he goes to the right.
Fuck. Ils ont marqué, tabarnak.
Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Really nice job working around and getting himself over. Snag it out of the air. This guy now has a wide receiver
Try to tack one more.
Offense.
And it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets.
Offense.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Northern Illinois Huskies offense will go to work for the first time today.
Bon, j'ai mis pause. Là-bas. Bon. Ok, c'est bon le jeu.
Our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well.
He's going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Swings it out to the flat. At the 35, he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He's past the 30. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
The Broncos headed quickly to the line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Davis looking to pass. Flips it out in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Line getting set on second down.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
At the 20, he's got space. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. They're going to ride this running back. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll do it himself. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They'll try to pick up the first. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
It's simple play, simple gain, get that first down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Looking to move it through the air. And they got him for the sack.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of the game.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, with this one 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incomplete.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Davis will throw. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. 1st down to start the drive after the break. DB's locked up tight on the receivers, trying to get to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Broncos want to crank the tempo. He's got it on the right. Stopped after making the catch. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. He's going to pass. Going to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. They'll run the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That probably looked way better on the play sheet than it did on the field. The screen gets nothing.
It didn't look good on the field, that's for dang sure. You know, you got to invite those guys up the field and kind of sell that you're going to throw the ball deep on a screen. They didn't sell it real well. Defense did not bite at all. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Huskies are flying down the field. They go to the ground. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling.
Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football. Well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll leave it with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And the Broncos will hustle to the line. The corners are walked up tight. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive. Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Wants to go up top. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
3 straight incompletions and undaunted. He'll take the deep shot. And that ball's incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14. He'll keep it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run. And touchdown Broncos! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
They'll ride the hot hand.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line needs to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Fires to the big fella. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They make the stop right there, but Northern Illinois has the 1st down. Quick tempo here for the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big time.
Going up top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fires to the wideout. Finds his man enough for the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Northern Illinois putting together a threat in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got rid of it just in time. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the penalty is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Long drive here. Play number 12 coming up for this offense. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. They're working that left side. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And this one splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Middle Tennessee. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Davis looking to pass. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down.
And he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it go. Got his man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. He's looking to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He's looking to throw it. He tries to take the top off. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo.
The Broncos will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not...
Makes the catch on the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. And right down the middle. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. Davis will throw. They're trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Handoff to the lone back. Gives him a little breathing room, picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
From the gun, the ground game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They'll try to snap it quickly. He'll pull it on the read. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Runs through a tackle. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Man, these plays are just so demoralizing for defenses. You did a good job. You got him in a 3rd and predictable situation. What does he do? Finds a way out of it, makes a big play. Now he's set up 1st and goal. Forget that play.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handler. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy catch.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to... He's going to let it go. And he's got it inside the 35. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Huskies. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the returner will be dragged down. Offense getting set for 1st down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Off the RPO, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Broncos want to move quickly.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalties. Second down coming up. Davis looking to pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the 1st down. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains, they marked it at the 29.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw, and it keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot up over to the bench and wait for your turn to get the job.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Fast motion from the offense. The inside handoff. Sweet cut there. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. And the Broncos are on the move.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting into the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the right. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the 1st down. From the gun, give on the inside. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. On the move to his left. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. A strike downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Run in the red zone. It's Bermudez. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They give it to him again. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're going to go for it on 4th down, and remember, from this spot, they can get a first touchdown Broncos. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UCF has just had no answer to the beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this program? They're trailing by 17 to Colorado. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Gonna take a shot. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 12, set to advance on the football.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They'll run it from the gun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Broncos in the hurry-up. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Broncos have this offense rolling.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming out with it, it's Coates. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Davis will throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. Running back searching for a hole. On the move at the 30. Discards him with the stiff arm. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bermudez. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Broncos want to pick up the tempo.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Touchdown, Western Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
This is a play this offense reps over and over and over again in practice, and this quarterback always makes the right decision. He always knows when he needs to keep the football, and then when he does, with his speed and athleticism, he is a problem.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Brings it in down the left side. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
N'importe quoi, tabarnak, ici. Fuck.
Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Line gets set, first down. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Davis looking to pass. Working that left side now.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Broncos! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Add them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll go to the ground. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with a positive play.
Bon, je vous enlève le massacre là. Je viens de perdre.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it.
Oui, je stop. Fuck.